total, I've done over 500,000 to this point. Over a quarter of that is since I started with y'all.
So what, it's 2K plus another 3 plus another 2 plus another 25. We are at 183,600 closed. Counting,
That one for the fall.
yeah, counting all
Yeah.
that. If we were to not count it, God willing, that doesn't happen, we would be at an even 120.5. That's really good.
What can I say?
Good job. So you are looking,
That's a two-way street.
thank you. You're looking at an 8x return if we were to go on the conservative side. But if we were to count this big project for 60K, you'd be looking a little over 10x. Yeah, and still with 2 weeks left in the campaign. This is amazing.
Yeah, considering that was told it would be like 4 to 5x on the,
You double
of
that.
course, I think it was Brady. He was like, yeah, you're probably looking, I think he said it was like, we expect you to be 3 to 5x your investment, I believe is what he said.
Hmm.
No, um, to which I was like, all right, I'm gonna go with y'all, but either y'all
Right.
suck or the people y'all work for sucks because I know how much I sell projects for. And like in this industry, I mean, counting what I've paid y'all and what I'll pay an ad spend, I mean, I think it's gonna come out to be like right at 15 grand.
Right.
And I was like, if you can't sell more than, 60 to 80 grand investing that much money, then there is a serious problem somewhere.
Somewhere, for sure.
And I
It,
mean, and y'all also like y'all can do the best y'all can, but you can't control who does and does not click on the ad. All you can do is put it in front of them, and
mhm.
you can't control if everybody that does get a meeting. Like I can't control if everybody that gets a meeting. Like what we ran into with the driveway crap.
Yeah.
Like not one person was able to afford it, and I was like, well, I'm not in this industry to lose money. I'll tell you that right now.
Yep.
So, I mean. Naturally, there's exceptions to every rule. I am in a good area. I know that. My area is one of the fastest growing in the nation. I mean,
Yeah, you definitely have that to your advantage. But I mean, if you can't sell, then you can't sell. No matter if you're living in frickin' Olympus, where you have
yeah,
luxuries and people are rich. I
yeah.
mean, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Can't force it to drink. Nope.
Yeah, exactly. So
You want me to let you in on a crazy thing?
what?
So let's speak in terms of the 120,000 because I ran some numbers last night and I
Mhm.
ran it based off of that.
Right.
You know what our gross revenue so far, like this year, is total?
What is it?
Like right at 400.
Your gross revenue.
Yeah.
That's great. And that's
For
good
the,
numbers for you so far this
for
year
this business, for the other business, we're over 100 already. So total, I've done over 500,000 to this point.
for Rowan
Um,
Landworks.
for me, like as
Yeah,
far
yeah.
as like Rowan Landworks and Integrity Roof Cleaning, my other company,
Yeah.
400 of that is Rowan Landworks, and over a quarter of that is since I started with y'all. And if
So
you add on that other 63,000, it's 460. Right. That means that, you know, you can credit, everything but 280 to y'all. And of that 280, one project was 120. So,
wow.
and
Yeah.
that was somebody that I already knew. So I mean there was only um counting word of mouth and Angie's leads and stuff like that. There's only yeah, that's 300. There's only like 100-ish, 160, 140 grand that didn't
Mhm.
come from either y'all or that one other contractor. And that most of that came from, uh, I'd say about half of it came from Angie and the other half of it came from my landscaping contractor that uses us for everything.
So that means the revenue that you can attribute to Dirt to Dollars is just under
Is over, it's like just under 50% of like my total for the year
That's
in
incredible.
in 2.5 months.
In 2.5 months. So imagine what the next 2.5 months are going to look like.
Imagine what the next 2.5 years are gonna look like.
Heck yeah, that's what I like to hear.
I was pissed when I saw those numbers. I was very impressed of like how much y'all had attributed to the total amount.
Hmm.
So none of my frustration was like at y'all, but I was like, this is terrible. Like we gotta be this. I was hoping that for that number to already be like close to 600
Hmm.
uh right now because I know how December like November December is. So I was like, yeah, we got to find something to fill these gaps because you know
Well, hey,
trying to
we can
trying to get
always
to at
up.
least 750 this year.
We can always, well, how much did you do last year? I think you did what, like 200,000 the whole year?
Yeah,
I mean, we already tripled that so far this year in half the time. Well, doubled that,
double and a half.
double and a half.
Yeah,
Yep,
we're looking at 150% growth this year so far.
that's insane. And don't be so hard on yourself. Oh, is it Bella that's hard on you?
No, no, she says the same thing.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, no. You got to cut yourself some slack. And if you're really hungry for it, we can always up the ad spend and, invest 20 more bucks a day. You'll get more volume. But there's also some low hanging fruit there that you can see if you can get them to bite. Um, but yeah, I admire the ambition.
Elaborate.
Like for pending bids that you don't have a yes or a no that,
Oh, you're saying
yeah,
try to sell those. I
yeah,
got you. I
you
got you.
have one for what was it, 23K that you have to call out to? You might be able to close him with Christopher. I forgot his name.
Oh, 28K.
28K, yeah, with Charlie.
Yeah, so there's 28 there. There's 30 in Enery. I haven't left this guy alone. He ain't picked up my calls, but I'm not gonna stop because I don't
Hmm.
have to. It's a free country. But I'm still bugging that guy about that 160 grand job.
Yeah, the guy who was the owner of some steel factory or something like that.
Yeah, some fabrication company and was like all in, send me the contract, I'll sign it tonight, ghosted. You want to talk about a rough couple of days for me? I was like, this would be the biggest project we've ever taken on.
Miss Grace, she's your secretary, bookkeeper.
Yeah, for the other
Oh,
business.
okay. Nice.
I just actually got a bookkeeper for this business. Thank God.
Oh, yeah,
I was
you
about
were
to go
drowning in money,
I was about to
drowning in
go
dollar
insane.
bill.
I was about to go insane. So now we're
What
we're
is?
setting up direct deposit payroll so I don't have to worry about that.
Oh,
We're
perfect.
setting up all of our W-2 stuff so that the taxes are just automatically drafted out of everybody's checks. We're setting up bi-weekly pay. We just bought two brand new machines. We're about
Lovely.
to have to add another truck onto the fleet. Like we're experiencing a growth rate that I did not plan for, and I am loving and hating it all at the same time.
Well, it sounds like your lobster's too buttery and your steak's too juicy.
Yeah, that's just terrible, ain't it?
Yeah, you're drowning in money. But hey, it's all growth pains that come with the growth spurts. And I think you're tackling it with the best attitude possible. I mean, you're doing what needs to be done. You're not afraid to freaking grow. Like you'd be surprised how many guys tell me, and it's not the majority, but it's a good chunk of them, tell me that they want to stop marketing because they can't handle it or they've gotten too busy. And I'm like, so you hired us to get your machines occupied and running. We did that and then some. And now you're telling me that you want to quit because you're too busy? Oof, that just nerves the crap out of me. You have no
That's my
idea.
thing is like that just comes what that is people with no business sense because when I get like when this first started with you like I was answering your calls from job sites.
Mm-hmm.
Now my
Should.
brother's running the
Yeah.
job sites and I'm doing everything. Like, yeah, I was on a job site. I was on three different job sites today, but I
Yeah.
wasn't working on one all day.
You weren't in the machine all day. moving dirt, which, you know, people love to do. You know, they have their passions and they love being inside a dozer. And, you know, if you take that away from them, they'll get a damn near aneurysm.